We have so much to talk about, so little time. But, y'all, we have a pink moon this month. So, I'm excited for that. I'm so excited. Oh, y'all, tell me why I set up an interface to do something from home. Well, from my prison. And it worked. Mm-mm. I'm about to be like, I can't say Google or somebody hire me because Iran is after those companies. So never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. I was just about to say Google hire me, but no, 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 no. Baby, I was like, I was so proud of myself. Y'all know I don't know anything about the technologies, and I was able to do an interface. I'm just so proud. But y'all, we gotta talk. We have to discuss Brandy talking about Wanye from Boys to Men, and it got the girls mad. We have to discuss the MAGA polls. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We definitely got to talk about Fashion Nova being sued. Baby, Fashion Nova got a lawsuit. We got to talk about the. We also we have to talk about Fashion Nova being sued. Brandy, Ciara Miller from Summer House. She was played. She was played. She was played because, baby, it is crazy. Hey, Auntie Gang, what's going on? Hey, Queen Keish. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Couture Bays. It's your girl, Britt Bright, going live with the Bree Talk and Base Squad. We got to talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not fixed. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess. How you can like this video is by double tapping the screen or hitting those three dots right there. You can thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you like the vibe, share if you care. How you can engage with this video, subscribe to, engage with this video, hype this video up. How you can donate to this video, how you can send gifts is by hitting those three dots right there. And that being said, let's get into the mess. And again, opinions are not facts. Baby, tell me why every time I go viral, here comes some random nobody trying to make money off my video. Baby, let me tell you how protected I am. Because every time I say, let me check my email, I saw the copyright. I saw the copyright and I'll post it as proof. People be trying to eat up off of my hard work and it's not going to happen. Like, are y'all slow? Because when it comes to knowing them copyright laws and all that stuff, bow, bow, bow. And I screenshot it because I keep telling y'all these hoes be after me because I have strong opinions. I have strong opinions. Like, why are you trying to come get money off a video that's not even like in the trajectory? Like, make that make sense. Make that make sense. Okay? Make that make sense. So I'm gonna be showing y'all that how I be beating these hoes, putting BTA to the girls behind the scenes, because behind the scenes the girls be trying it. The girls be trying it, and I keep telling y'all, they trying to knock me off my square. It won't work. Hey sis, how you doing? I guess they don't know you're highly favored and blessed, just like you are highly favored and blessed. And congratulations on your son. Congratulations on your son. Congratulations to everybody whose child is being accepted into these institutes. I just saw Jermaine Dupri's daughter is going to the University of Georgia to be a veterinarian. I think that's a good school. I think that's a good school. So that being said, let's get into it. So let's start off with Fashion Nova being sued. Fashion Nova being sued is so crazy for a number of reasons. One, I just found out Fashion Nova's been around since 2006. Did y'all know that? Fashion Nova has been around since 2006. I don't recall them being around that long. I thought Fashion Nova's only been around for like 4 or 5 years. The fact that they've been around since 2006. And they now being sued, baby. the CEO is being sued. His brand is being sued because they say he's a thief. He's doing tactics that don't align with good practices in businesses. Baby, this is just the start of an end because fast fashion has ruined Mother Earth. Fast fashion has ruined Mother Earth. So it's crazy to me that this is happening. I do wear some Fashion Nova pieces, but I get it. At the end of the day, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, get your money. Get your money. Get your money. Don't let these corporations play because wasn't they stealing from black creators and black stylists and black entrepreneurs from lower tier brands? Weren't they doing that? So, oh my goodness, child, we got a troll in the chat. Ignore the troll. They want to troll me. That's fine. We don't respond to trolls unless they're trolling with money. We don't respond to the brokies. This is the most engagement they get because nobody pays attention to them. They're a loser. You know, they were the children who were left. So please like this video, Bae Squad. I'm over here being harassed by faceless trolls who want attention. We're not giving they broke asses nothing. Now on to what I was saying. So I'm not mad at Fashion Nova being sued. It is what it is. It is what it is. They're getting sued. They should have did the work. Toodaloo. On to the next. Let's get into these polls. Okay. So tell me why 39 Republicans have all of a sudden quit as of yesterday. They have quit. They have quit. 39. 39. 39 quit Republicans. I say, baby, they rather quit than to be accountable. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to the left and the Democrats and the conservatives and everybody else who's not MAGA. They saw them poll numbers come out. Them poll numbers were so bad. Like, imagine having all your homeboys buy up all the media outlets, right? Because Larry Ellison bought up CBS, ABC, MSNBC, Fox News, all these things. And the polls still show him doing poorly. So much so, Donald Trump went in to sign an executive order for the mailing system to do special barcoding by the state. Who is what? If you don't believe me, look it up. And I keep telling y'all, they're doing everything in their power to cheat. And instead of these congressional leaders doing their job, they rather quit after they made all their millions of dollars, after they've been told that Iran was going to come and knock them upside their head, which is crazy, by the way. We're going to talk about that too. I'm just like, why are y'all quitting? They're quitting before their term is up. They're pulling a Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I keep telling y'all, if y'all don't hold people accountable, they could just do whatever. And I told y'all, when we saw the first video of the alleged Epstein list and all that, and y'all didn't hold them accountable, this was going to happen. Granted, Donald Trump has immunity. Shout out to the Supreme Court of the United States. The Supreme Court gave him immunity, but he's the only one who has it. That being said, get the rest of them. I don't know why they're trying to pilferage Kristi Noem's cross-dressing husband to us. Like, baby, we knew that man was gay when he didn't go upside her head, and she's been in and out that plane using the taxpayers' dollars to get her freak on with her side dude. Like, we should have known then. Because if history is correct in how these men act, and he didn't knock her between the washer and dryer, he was complicit. And now we see why. He was participating, baby. He had, shout out to the Trans Visibility Day. He's one of them. He had a breastplate. He was out here doing all kinds of things. Very questionable. And I keep telling y'all gotta watch them conservatives. I think conservative is just a code word for down low freak or something. They be doing a lot of dip it low, pick it up slow, if you know what I'm saying. Because ever since this administration has been in office, they've had more sex, they've had more scandals, than a little bit. Like, y'all don't know the Constitution. Y'all don't know what y'all can do. And this is why I say primary everybody. If the girls ain't working in the best interest of the people, primary them. And people love to get up in here. They love to troll in the comments. They love to just go on and on and on. But I told you, I'm not team nobody. I'm team humanity. If you're not standing with basic human rights and y'all are allowing for people to commit fraud, treason, 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 and everything else under the sun, y'all are just weak. Y'all are a bunch of weak people. That's why I did not go up for the no kings. Because how y'all gonna have all these people show up and y'all list of demands weren't met? Y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for that. So, am I surprised that Donald Trump is down in the polls? No. Am I surprised that the Republican Party is down in the polls? No. No, people are tired of boiling their water because they have to live next to a data center that is tainting and poisoning their water. Some of y'all don't even know what fracking water is. Down in Texas, they've authorized for the fracking water to be used for the crops. Come again? And y'all want me to be alarmed that the Iranian people want to bomb Apple, Google, Microsoft, Oracle, and these other ones? And Oracle just laid off 30,000 people? And y'all are shocked they're down in the polls? You can't make this up. And oh, by the way, our beloved president said it was Caroline Levitt's fault, the pregnant lady, the pregnant peon. I said, baby, he said maybe we should fire her because I'm down in the polls and she's the face of us. What do y'all think about that? Can you imagine being big and pregnant defending somebody who said they should fire you? The jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves. You know, people are more upset with Leslie Jones saying that being a trad wife is equal to slavery. Equal to slavery. She said it's everything minus the whip. And y'all was mad. Baby, when them girls be out here drinking that unpasteurized milk, convincing y'all to drink it, telling y'all how to make cotton from scratch, and y'all saying she's saving money. They look like slaves. The only trad wife I saw that didn't look like a slave was Nara Smith. And they got y'all out here feeding y'all newborn babies unpasteurized milk. Baby. Oh, by the way, Donald Trump's spiritual leader said she's not going to bless the people unless they tithe so they can build up Israel. Child, y'all just be doing anything. Y'all just be doing anything. There's several people in this country who are hungry. There's several children who are displaced. But, you know, what do I know? Y'all got to follow the girls who say they spreading the good Christian values. I don't know what book they're reading from, but I don't want no parts. It's giving demonic rituals. It's giving demonic rituals, okay? She said, sow a seed of $10,000. I know you got it. I'm not blessing nobody. I need to start saying stuff like that. If y'all giving up $10,000 in this economy, baby, I love when the girls be out here committing crimes right before your eyes. I be like, this is a scam. I just found out that 4X was a scam. I didn't even know what 4X was. Off topic. That is crazy. The fact that that used to be a thing. Ah, child. It's so sad. But I love this. I love this for us. I love this for the girls because this is what y'all wanted. Shout out to America. Shout out to America. May the corporations be safe. Okay? May the corporations be safe. I'm doing amazing. Hey Darius, hey boo. But let's move right along. We already covered Fashion Nova being sued. I can't believe it. Fashion Nova is being sued. We talked about MAGA in the polls. Let's talk about Ciara from Summer House. So y'all know I love me a good trash TV show. It don't matter what it is. I was raised on MTV when they did the Real World, right? And they used to do the Real World Road Rules or something games. I really love that. Why was I watching that? I don't know. My auntie was a young co. My auntie was a young co. Okay, she thought as long as she introduced us to it and she was the one introducing it, it would not rot our brains, baby. It made me a thespian of reality TV. So of course, when Bravo came along, I was tuned in. I was front and seated. Okay. I've been a fan of Bravo since the OC, the original Housewives. Okay, y'all think Beverly Hills was? They were not the originals. OC was the originals, and Gretchen was over there putting BTA into place. Okay, so let's get into Ciara. Ciara from Summer House is the first. Well, she's not the first black girl in a Summer House. Ciara is just one of the black women who happened to come back after 2020. If you know anything about the pandemic area of the black girl, you know. So I watch Summer House for, the shade, the opulence, things of that nature. It's like a, how do you describe it? It's like a mixture of like just young, beautiful, attractive people visiting a place, doing things they love to do, hanging out. It's like a OC without the OC vibes. That's how I told y'all I was raised on MTV. So here comes Ciara. She's dating this man. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous, skin glowing, hair amazing, body teeth immaculate. She's in this house with nothing but white people. Not an issue. Ciara gives off she dates white men. She's discussing with her friend Amanda. Amanda, who is her sister from another mister. Hey, West is like this. These are my issues I'm going through with dating this man. Because we know West was trash. So here you have Amanda. Amanda was a married woman. A married woman. A married woman. Amanda was a married woman. Okay? Over there being treated poorly or whatever. And here goes Ciara, girl. If you're not happy, if you're not getting what you need out of that relationship, leave him. So you see this bond. You see this bond, right? Y'all follow me? Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the give. Thank you. So you see Ciara pouring into her friend as her friend is pouring into her because Paige is kind of like no nonsense, but she didn't really like pour into Amanda the way that Ciara did, right? Right. Ciara and West break up. Amanda and her husband get a divorce. Guess who's dating Amanda's ex-boyfriend? Amanda. Amanda. Amanda is dating West, which West is friends with Amanda's ex-husband. Like, and I'm just sitting there trying to do the math. If 2 plus 2 equals 4, how do we get 56? And this is why I will continue to say these shows expose how the dynamics between white women and black women are. It's so different. And people are like, oh, she's mad because Amanda took her man. First of all, West was a bugaboo. Like, please. Nobody is mad at that. What we're saying is, Amanda, you would have never did that to Paige. She would have never did that to Paige, which leads me to believe when people were on Twitter saying that Amanda wasn't a real friend, and then we see Ciara come out talking about y'all will see. There's a lot y'all don't see. Because, they always give that one black person that's on the show a really hard time. For something like the isms, like to hop out of the woodwork, saying the most egregious things, just nasty. They was calling her everything but a child of God. And here goes Amanda talking about some I don't owe anything to Ciara. And this is why hoes get beat up. And this is why hoes get beat up. Because, Amanda, you wouldn't even bat your eyes at Paige's man if it was in the same context. Why are you excusing this? Y'all gave more shit to Portia for marrying Simon's big back self because he was over there with Fallon when Fallon was like 8 months pregnant, getting a divorce, who was pregnant by the pool boy who she's married to. Like, make that make sense. So when I see the discourse around Ciara, I'm just like, no. Ciara was a good friend to Amanda, not because she needed to be, because she wanted to be. There was no, there was nothing in it for her to be Amanda's friend, because I always felt like Amanda was like just needy, and I can see where people were saying that she was going to betray her, but to like on this level, no. No. And I'm like, yeah, this is going to be interesting if Ciara comes back next year. And the same people who are like, oh, it's not that big a deal when Miss Thing Thing from Vanderpump Rules was over there with old girl's husband. Y'all sent sister to the crazy house. I will never let y'all live that down. Never. Never. I'm never letting y'all live that down. Y'all was very vocal in calling that girl everything but a child of God. Okay? Sending her to the crazy house, knowing that was the best they could have gave Bravo. Because that was some good TV right there. That was good TV. Even though he been trash. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's move on to the vocal Bible, the icon, the star. Like, she can act, she can sing, she can dance. Sold millions of records. Brandy. Yeah. Brandy is living in her truth, and I love that for her. I am getting her book. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all, so many people were upset with what she had to say about Boyz II Men Wany, but I was not. Brandy, thank you for magnifying this conversation. I said it before, I'll say it again. There is no reason for a grown man to be dating a teenager. Brandy saying that her being 16, dating a 22-year-old Wanye is inappropriate, and y'all are bending like Beckham, turning into origami, putting yourselves into contortionists to find ways that this is Brandy's fault is sick. It's disgusting. And it shows you were either the prey or the predator. I have to let y'all know that, right? She did not dismiss her accountability. What she said was, I was 16, he was 22. Looking back at it, that was the manipulation, which it was, because for those that don't know, Brandy had a whole eating disorder when she was with Wanye. Are we forgetting? That's how she became a vegetarian, because that was her step into, let me start eating food, but not really eating food like that. I remember, because I'm a big fan. Love her down. So y'all are in the comments saying, but if this was a man, if it's a man, it's still inappropriate. Like I said, that the boy from Terminator, that lady should be arrested and fired. Why is she still around children when her ass was a grown woman with a whole child? Brandy was a child, right? And I get it, in the industry, there's a lot of things that go on, but Brandy speaking her truth should not cause y'all to feel like y'all have to defend Wanye because he married a child after that. He married a teenager after that. Go check how old his ex-wife was. Didn't Tasha K do an interview or something like that with the ex-wife? She got married when they were 19. He was a full-grown man. And then left her with them kids, and now he has a new wife? And y'all are mad at the women? Let me tell y'all something. Brandy being attacked by grown women because they found her as competition instead of knocking those men between the washer and dryer is the problem with society now. And that's why we can't have anything happening, because y'all are afraid to say the things out loud. Y'all are more concerned with Beyonce and Jay-Z's age dynamics than y'all are with a grown woman telling y'all it was inappropriate, I was manipulated. And you could tell she was manipulated because her mom wouldn't let her be with someone her age. The fact that her and Kobe Bryant were the same age and we thought Brandy was older, whole time they were both teenagers going to prom, and she brought that up to Wanye. Y'all don't remember that? And he was jealous? And he was jealous? And he was jealous? Because she was going to prom? Because she never experienced prom? I paused for the cause because are y'all okay? Y'all are upset that this woman is telling the truth. What did y'all expect her to say? Oh, me being 16 dating a 22-year-old was just fabulous. What? You can't even vote at 16. The most you can do is get a driver's license, pay taxes for having your first job. Y'all don't think that's weird? And I said it before. I said it last week when Case and not Case, but Mace and Shine were out here discussing Brandy. I said, baby, y'all are so much older than Brandy. I don't think that's the look y'all should be reaching for. Even if she was going, I don't think that's the reach you should be going for, because at 22 years old, why are you attracted to a 16-year-old? A child. Someone who can't go to the club. Someone who can't go to the club. Granted, she was allowed to go to clubs because she was an international phenom, but still. And y'all wonder why these celebrities be so, like, stuck, while the Drew Barrymores have to go to rehab at 12 and things of that nature. Y'all tripping me out. This lets you know how much I don't be tuned in. Shout out to you, bringing the facts way, way, way back. I completely agree. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like the video. Please like the video. Hello, hello, hello. They're out here blaming her. I had to remind people Adina Howard was blaming Brandy for her breakup and still blaming Brandy. That is so crazy. You're a grown woman. Why would you want to sleep with a man that's sleeping with a child? Somebody cue the Jeopardy music. Y'all love to talk about R. Kelly. And there's free R. Kellys all up and through here. There's free R. Kellys. Wanye went on to not only break Brandy's heart, because I remember it, she was so devastated. Whitney Houston had to come and do something for her. I forget. But at that time, she was at the height of her career. Not brokenhearted. Brokenhearted wasn't the song. Never Say Never went like all these platinums, right? She's getting all these platinums. She's getting a Grammy for The Boy Is Mine. She's having all these accolades, and she's just like, wow, this man really broke my heart. Really, really broke my heart. That's why when she got with her baby daddy, when she was working on the full moon, it makes sense. That's why she felt like she had to lie. It's all making sense because she was just so embarrassed that it did not work out with this man, because she thought she was going to get married to him. I remember that. She went and got tattoos, little intricate tattoos. I remember. I've always been a fan of Brandy. I had the Barbie doll, baby. I had the Cinderella doll. I had the Moesha doll. And I remember when Barbie had it out, Barbie was hitting us over the head with them little Barbie dolls, baby. And I wanted it. And I made my parents get it. Do you understand? I was like, I've been at school, I've been getting straight A's. What you want? The Brandy Barbie? I had the Brandy Barbie. I had the Moesha Brandy Barbie and the Cinderella one. And the Cinderella was in the perfect packaging. My mom gave it away. She thought I didn't want to play with the toys. Whole time I knew it was going to be a collectible item. Nobody had to tell me anything. I kept her in a beautiful box. I used to make sure it was clean. It was not wet. I knew it was going to be the perfect collectible. And my mom gave it away to some family who wasn't even deserving. They was not deserving. I still would have had the Brandy Barbie. Because I was like, it's so beautiful. I would just look at it like, ah. Listen, I had cool parents. My parents was real cool. They was real hip. Anything I wanted, baby, we had to earn it. But my mom would get it. My mom would get it. Because my parents didn't understand. My dad was like, a Barbie? Yes. I even had the Stacy Dash Barbie doll. Yeah. Always been a pop culture fave. Because I told y'all my auntie was just a, like a young hoe. That TikTok trend is very much my auntie. I'm just like, yeah, that was my aunt. Okay. that was my aunt. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Well, we should probably be happy Wanye didn't let Usher date her. I'm just saying he's a predator, but he stopped her from another predator. Argue with your mama on that part. Both predators. Usher was too old. How old was Usher? Is Usher older than Brandy? Oh my God. Oh my God. Because they all did work on that Space Jam album. Baby, I remember the Space Jam album because it was like they hit us with both classics. We had Lion King, and then I think the next year we had Space Jam. You see how they do? They was feeding us. They would never do that now. I'm just telling y'all, they would never do that now. I'm so glad the times have changed. Back in the day, the 1970s and 80s and 90s, when a girl was Me Too'd or she was 12 and had a baby by a 30-year-old man, it was always the girl's fault. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yikes. No, but he was a predator. Usher was a predator? What? Usher was a predator? Oh my God. Mr. Nice and Slow? Because I heard, since we talking about it, I heard Tyrese is the real predator. And that's why Raven Simone don't like men to this day. No, Usher and Brandy are the same age, though. He was rocking In the Wrong World and helping them. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. Listen, Usher ain't never do me wrong. I know a lot of people don't like Usher because he said he doesn't have anything bad to say about Diddy, but why would he? Diddy is like literally how he got out there, really, because that's how he was able to do the second album or something like that. I just remember the behind the music, but if he's a predator, he's a predator. Yeah. Listen, hopefully the people tell their story. But to see why, I don't think Wanye should speak on this at all because unless he's going to address why he was dating teenagers as a grown man, because even when Boys the Men was out, I thought they was grown men. I didn't know how old they was, but they looked like grown up, like grown adults. Just, excuse me, from looking at groups I was into. I was into NSYNC. They looked young. That's why I liked them. They were young. I think they're all in their 40s. Backstreet Boys, some of them look older, right? But the ones that look older are older. And the ones that are younger are in their 40s. Yeah. I didn't understand any of that. Like, that whole grown man dating a younger girl, weird. That's why old boy from that 70s show, uh, Wilmar, weird. He was dating all the young girls. Uh, Mandy Moore, he was dating Demi Lovato, and it's another one. Lindsay Lohan. Like, and he was grown. He was grown. And I'm just like, at what point do we say okay, I understand you like him, but wait until you're 18, especially when they're making money. And this is why I feel like Brandy and her mom had such a tumultuous relationship, because her mom just didn't care. Her mom was getting to the money. Her mom was literally not focused on being a mother. Her mother was thinking manager, manager brain, manager brain. That's why I don't get mad at Beyonce for firing her father, Usher firing his mother, Justin Timberlake firing his mother, because at some point you have to be my parent. This can't be a business relationship where you're contractually obligated. Like, I need some one-on-one parenting. And I think Beyonce said it the best when she did her first documentary, like, and we saw Into Her World. Yeah, I'm just telling y'all what I know. Ooh, St. James. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. I mean, heck, y'all know my favorite movie, The Jackson 5. And what is it called? The American Dream? Just them giving Joe Jackson such a hard time. It makes sense. It really do make sense. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Aaliyah, Brandy, and Monica were preyed on, but only Aaliyah's parents were dragged through the mud. I don't really think they were dragged through the mud. I think the mama was dragged through the mud. That's why Monica hated on Brandy and her mom's relationship. She was out here doing her thing, but her reputation stayed intact. Because my thing is this. I love Monica down, but Monica gave just grown woman. Like, even though Brandy was dating a grown man and dated grown men, she looked like a young girl. Like, the things she was wearing, my auntie was wearing. I ended up wearing. Things Monica was wearing, it was kind of like she was young, but she was like singing about stuff that I ain't never heard before. Like the first time, like stuff like that. I was like, girl, what are you talking about? That was too fast. My dad didn't play any of that. My dad used to be like, listen to this blues music whole time. Blues, they up there talking about getting it on. But she just sang like really grown songs. It's nothing wrong with that. But you could tell the difference between the women who like Monica and the women who like Brandy, like when they were young. If you catch my drift. I'm just telling you what I know. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Thank you, 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 thank you. That's why I knew when Usher was dating Chili, I knew she was too old. I knew she was too old because she looked like a grown woman. Like, she dressed like a grown woman. I did not care what they was talking about. I was like, why is he over there with this lady? They love that granny puss. Like, that is so weird to me. Which makes sense. Which makes it even scarier. Brandy was young, child looking like a young child, and adult males were still with her with parental consent. No wonder when she got done with acting, she disappeared. And I applaud her for that, because it takes a lot to sit back and not allow something like that to happen to your children. Because we could tell which parents is going to allow it to happen to their children, because it happened to them. Y'all know which ones. Y'all know which ones. Baby, we see it. We see it. We see it. I'm just saying, it's really unfortunate, but I don't want to deter from Monica. Monica, I can't wait for her to write a book and tell the truth and say it was inappropriate for. I mean, it's probably going to take her a minute to say that, because she just cut the cord with C Murder. And that, knowing that they weren't even, he was too old. And the fact that Dallas Austin said, like, she loved them old men. They really don't, as long as you making them some money, they don't give a damn what y'all doing. As long as you making some money. You know, not everybody can be a Vanessa Williams, baby. Vanessa Williams had something to prove. That's why she wasn't out here dating like that. She was dating the men her age with wealth. Shout out to the beauty queen. But yeah, it's making sense. It's making sense. No, most girls don't date older men. Most women, they like older men because they have the resources. This ain't got nothing to do with age gap relationships. This is a child dating a man. It's very predatory. And he was a grown man. He had already traveled the world before Brandy came on the scene. He had already traveled the world. I want y'all to be very clear. They had already had a hit album. He already had a hit. Boys Step In. Boys Step In. Already had a hit album. Already. That's why Laura Hill, she lost her mind. She was already with an old man. Wyclef Jean was not young. They're not the same age. She was in love with that grown married man. X Factor is about him. She was singing with conviction. Right? He helped work on her album. And that's how they became getting in a relationship. Because, thank you, feminine. And that's how they came into a relationship. And that's why Brandy's mother didn't care, because he was setting her up to be successful when she was already successful, because we heard her singing on Thea. She was already going to be somebody. She was already going to be somebody. That's why I was like, child, this is crazy. And that's why she started having an eating disorder, because she said the only thing she could control was her weight. She couldn't control nothing else in her life. That's why she said she was preyed upon. Her mother preyed on her. Her father preyed on her, because it was her money that was keeping the lights on. It was her connections that was putting her mom in cahoots with other big name artists. I'm not going to take away from Sonia, but Miss Sonia was not caring. She didn't give a damn, because she saw her daughter as a meal ticket. And that's the unfortunate truth. A lot of parents see their kids as a meal ticket. And then we'll dress them up, put them on a silver platter, platinum plaque, and be like, here you go. Except you will make sure my daughter is a star. Whole time daughter was a star. So I do understand it, and I'm going to read the book, and I don't care. That's why I do give grace, because I told y'all we read the Miss Pat book. Remember, Miss Pat was talking about her life and all that stuff. She was preyed upon, and her mama didn't care because they was hungry. And them times is coming back. People are not going to be able to feed themselves, and they're going to give up the one thing they swear they love and they would die for, so that they can live comfortably. Them times are back upon us. Y'all think it's a game. It happened with the Duggars. That Duggar family, that whole family is trash. All the males in that family was out here doing something strange to the children, doing all kinds of stuff. And now they want privacy. Absolutely not. I knew from a child. I said, this is a weird show. Like Wanye said, they were already together, but he wasn't sexually with her until she was 16, meaning he probably was grooming her since they first met at 13, almost 14, all on the tour at 14, 15. Exactly. She's saying 16. I think she's being nice. Because Adina Howard said this hoe had my man. Run the tape. I'm just telling y'all to run the tape. Them Duggar parents knew all them kids, at least one would be crazy. And that was a weird show. Okay. So I'm not shocked. A lot of these parents be having the end of the mission in their mind. And they're just like, well, at least it's him. He seems like he's good. He's going to do right. And who knows what kind of deal he had set up with Sonya. You just don't know. You just don't know. I mean, and people are mad, but he went on to marry a 19-year-old, had a bunch of babies with her, and when he was tired of her, he left her. Right. I think she's being nice saying 16 because it was the legal age, and that's why he probably pushed on her to save them both as if it would have been. I think she's being respectful. I think she's being respectful. Like, because, the fact that she could sing the way that she was singing, um, she had a strong voice. We're talking about Brandy, who was singing with the girls. The girls. She was over there with the troubled girls too. Listen, she was over there with Tamia. She was over there with Tamia. She was over there singing in full line with Aretha, Dionne Warwick, Gladys Knight. I think she sang with Shaka Khan. Yeah, she was on these grown albums. Keeping up with grown women, baby. Check the baby. Brandy is like that. So yeah, I think she's being very generous. I think she's being very generous. Okay. And I think he should be okay with the 16 because she could have told the real truth. Sometimes you got to save a little truth to yourself. Put it in your bosom and hold on tight for dear life as insurance. Mm-hmm. The divas were trying to protect her, but at that time when she was already singing with them, baby, Wanya was already her man. Wanya was already her man. The fact, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Adina Howard was so mad that Sylvia Rohn had to tell her, like, look, leave her alone. Because Sylvia Rohn understood it, right? There's a lot of things that go on. I told y'all, there's nothing new under the sun. They just have new people. So Sylvia was like, look, she's bringing us in money. Don't get into that, because she knew, like, look, I think it's inappropriate, but don't make a scene. Don't cause a scene, because these are A-list celebrities. I'm not saying Adina Howard wasn't an A-list celebrity, but she didn't bring in the type of revenue that Boyz II Men brought in, let alone a Brandy. Brandy by herself by 14, I think, was multi-platinum. Multi-platinum, that's during the Clinton era, ain't it? Yeah. Okay, he snatched her before she could even have a teenage love and relationship in the industry. Just stamped her right out the game. Yup. Hey, y'all. Hey. So you got this grown woman who's in her 20s singing Freak Like Me, mad at a girl who's singing Best Friend and Brokenhearted because the man you said was getting freaky with you, using you for your sex capades, because he probably couldn't get that from Brandy. Brandy did. Well, we gotta think, this is a grown man. He's not having his way with Brandy. He's over there teaching her how to do things for him. He's over there having his way with Adina. Adina don't even know she's a victim. Adina don't even know she was a victim. She was preyed upon. But y'all hate to hear that because y'all view sex as a weapon. Yeah. Yeah, that's the unfortunate truth. But y'all, what are y'all thoughts? As of today, I've taken them off my support list. Did you see the way his group members jumped to say, but she wasn't a little girl. She was like 15, 16. I said, what? They said that? Hey, Great T News, they said that? Oh yeah, y'all ain't never gotta worry about me listening to another Boyz II Men song, because I never say turn on that Boyz II Men. What? But we you know what? That group is filled with creeps. They backstabbers over there. And isn't Sean Stockton a cheater? But I knew I had thought she was young, but I kept being told she was 18. So today, hearing and researching and knowing she was indeed young, I'm done. I would have been stopped. Child, yeah. I knew she was young because um, when she did Never Say Never, she talked about how it was so liberating getting tattoos because she was going through it. She was going through it. Wanye had just broke her heart. Like half of that album is about Wanye. Almost doesn't count because she was supposed to get married to him. I remember that. 18 is young, but at least you can vote at 18. At least you can be in the military at 18. You're considered a legal adult. 16, you're still a child. Your parents got to take out care of you. Like your parents can go to prison if you don't go to school. I'm just saying. I stopped listening to Boyz II Men when the second album came out. Oh, he's always been a jerk. Never liked him. Remember he got in his feelings when Candy stood 10 toes down about her writing points? Yeah, that was kind of weird too. Like, I just don't think he likes women. And that could be because he's used to young girls. But what do I know? And on that note, Bay Squad, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Are you going to get the Brandy book? Comment down below. I got to go. Bye, hoes.